What's up, y'all? How are you feeling tonight? You got a medium level of enthusiasm? That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I got here a little bit late. I was doing my friend Danny's show. He does a show over on the UT campus. My friend Danny, he's an interesting guy because he talks about his dad a lot. He'll tell me a lot of cool stories about his dad. He'll be like, oh yeah, my dad, in the 80s, he used to produce music videos for Metallica and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, cool. And he'd be like, oh yeah, in the 90s, yeah, my dad used to write speeches for Bill Clinton, those guys, you know what I mean? And I said, dude, man, you got an impressive ass dad, man. And I gave it some more thought and I realized, Danny doesn't have a dad. There's no way Danny has a dad. I used to have a friend who used to do this when we were kids. He'd be like, oh yeah, my dad wasn't here last week, you know what I'm saying? Because he's an astronaut, he's just gotta fly out to the moon. You know how my dad gets down. Also, my dad, he's not here today because he plays second base for the Astros. So, the All-Star break's coming up. He's got to attend to that, definitely. Also, my dad is real and I'm not making him up at all. I don't know. The thing that I've been seeing is people who for sure do have parents. It's in Austin, it's really popular, I feel to have an adopted black kid. And that's a thing that I hate to see. I hate seeing it, honestly. Because maybe this kid's life is going to be better off, you know what I mean? He's been adopted by this well-to-do family, usually a white family. Maybe his life's going to be a little bit better off, but that kid's never going to get a chance to be cool, you know? And that bothers me. So I decided to start an academy for these kids. If anybody knows any kids like this, if you see them, I'm starting a school for them. It's just a couple of quick courses. The first course is just called Jordans. It's a 23-day course. It just starts with the first shoe and ends right before Mike signs with the Wizards because there's nothing cool about that. Second course is basketball, and third class is just not lacrosse. So, if any of y'all know any of these kids, please point them in my direction. The academy is going to be called, Devon Walker Swag Academy. At least that's what we're going to tell the parents, but for the kids, we're going to call it Devon Walker School for Kids Who Want to Learn How to Fuck. I know it's not appropriate to ask women their ages. It's not a thing that you're supposed to do. And I'm a polite man, so I realized that I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start telling women their ages. I just want to meet a person. Pretend you're not a lady, but pretend you are. Hello, what's going on? Very nice to meet you. You're 37 years old. You weigh 126 pounds. Do you guys, who has kids in this audience? Some salt backers. No, this is a really interesting thing, man, because this is the way that it goes when I ask people about this. I used to have a bit about croissants where I'd ask the audience hey, what's up, San Antonio? How y'all feel about croissants out there? People be fuck yeah, baby. We're all about croissants out here, dog. We eat those for breakfast and also for other meals. I'll just be like, hey, who has created life in this audience? And they're just like, yeah, man, whatever, dude. Whatever, man, whatever, dude. Yeah, whatever. Next joke. It's a funny thing that happened again here. One time I asked the audience that, and my dad was out there, and he was just like, nah. Honestly, I think I'm ready to have children. I think I'm at a stage in my life where I'm ready to do it. I'm 25 years old, and I think I'm ready to do it. Because I think I'm ready to give up on my hopes and dreams. I'm always worried about whether this guy's like, yeah, I did that a long time ago, sir. I think I'm ready to give up, and I'm always worried about whether or not comedy's gonna go well, you know what I mean? But I pop out one of those bad boys, it's no longer one of my concerns. I'm looking forward to a stage in my life where my friend hits me up and he's just like, "What's up, Devon? You still performing comedy like in basements and like to coffee shops to unsuspecting patrons?" And I'm just like, nah, man, I got this young biracial child with a breathing problem. I gotta tend to this. I just finished, or I finished grad school in August. I finished, and it was expensive. I don't know. I realized like I was writing one of my last papers, and I realized something like I typed out the phrase "moderately enthused," which is weird because like I don't talk like that. Like I would never say that in real life. But I would especially never say it's like other black people. Like this is like you guys wouldn't understand, but it's just not how we speak. And like I wanted to try it out there just to see how it felt. So I called my cousin on the phone, and my cousin, she's a medical doctor. She's way smarter than I am. And I called her, and we were talking about this album. And I was just like, yeah, you know, I don't know how I felt about the album. I was moderately enthused. Just hear like a brief pause in the other. And she's just like, "Nigga, why are you talking like that?" It's just us. Who are you showing off for? Also, who is Vampire Weekend? Why do you keep trying to work them into our conversation? Have any of y'all seen the Disney movie, The Princess and the Frog? Yeah. Have any of y'all seen this movie? Got some frog boys and girls out there? So the movie's set in New Orleans. It's set in New Orleans, Louisiana. I had a couple of shows out there last year, and my friend played the soundtrack to The Princess and the Frog while we were out there just to kind of set the mood. And I realized something while I was listening to the soundtrack. There's only a handful of Disney movies that are about non-white princesses, right? There's only a couple. You've got, what do you got? You got Aladdin, and Aladdin, the song's like, "Hey, I can show you the world." So those songs, you know. And then what else? There's Mulan. In Mulan, the songs are like, "Hey, let's get down to business." You guys know how Chinese people speak. It's just regular dialect for them. I was on the way to New Orleans. My friend played the soundtrack, and track one is just like, "All right, Lulu, let's get on down to the bayou." What's happening right now? What happened to "Let's get down to business"? And I was like, all right, let's give it another shot. Let's skip to track 2. And I skipped to track 2, and track 2 is just like, "Let's grab Cousin Boudreaux and get us a couple of shrimp giblets." That's not even a food. And then I actually got to New Orleans, like we actually arrived there, and I realized that film was historically accurate. It's exactly how everyone speaks out there. That film should win an award. I went to my first gay club recently. I'd never been in my life before, and it was a new experience. Before I went, I ran by my roommate, who's like another heterosexual male, and I was just like, "Hey man, like I'm going to this place. I really don't know what to expect out of it. Like, I don't know what it's going to be like. This is going to be my first time. I don't know if it's going to be different or not." And he was just like, wait, hold on, man, hold on, wait, hold on. What if one of those guys wants to fuck you, though? You know what I mean? I see your faces, like I see the way that you feel about it, and I felt the same way. It's like, look, that's ignorant. You know what I mean? Like this is 2000, it was 2016 at the time. It's just like, he's like, oh, what if one of those guys wants to, oh, what if one of those guys wants to fuck you? Because it's like, of course those guys are gonna want to fuck me. I looked great. And I believe in myself. Anyway, thanks, Sean. I'm Devon.
Coming up next to the stage, a longtime favorite in Austin. He's been a finalist in the Funniest Person in Austin contest, better than the Moon Tower Comedy Festival, many, many other great fests. He's one of the best we had. Put your hands together.